Ever since the release of Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker's teaser trailer back in April of this year over at Star Wars Celebration, followed by the second teaser that made its debut over at D23, also by Good Morning America, it left a lot of fans very excited and eager for the third and final trailer of The Rise of Skywalker by director J.J. Abrams, Disney, and Lucasfilm. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel for future Star Wars content. Now, what's really exciting about Episode 9 is that this movie is really going to be a revelation film answering many burning questions from The Force Awakens while also creating brand new questions at the very beginning of this movie that will be answered at the very end of Episode 9. Now, with the final and third trailer of Episode 9 all set and ready to release this October, a lot of fans are just getting very excited about the new footage related to the characters of Kylo, Palpatine, Rey, you name it. Now, these past couple of weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about this film, and when it all comes down to various shot descriptions of the upcoming trailer 3 of this movie, this is where things begin to get very intense for Episode 9. Now, specifically, shot descriptions consisting of a sequence where it's explained that Kylo Ren is said to be holding a floating red Sith holocron over his hands, where he is said to be sitting inside of a strange cave, where lava is said to be in the background. It's explained that as Kylo meditates through the ways of the dark side with the holocron, the voice of Palpatine and Darth Vader's breathing is said to be heard in the background. It's said that Disney's plan is to introduce holocrons in their upcoming trailer to make it recognizable for new and casual fans alike. The next describes a sequence in which Rey is said to be sitting on a large boulder that is levitating around 10 feet off the ground, where she is described to be meditating through the ways of the Force while holding onto the Skywalker saber in one piece. This is said to be the moment in which there are voices of Anakin, Yoda, and Kenobi that can be heard in the distance as Rey is meditating through the ways of the Force. Now, the scene is said to be based on a world with tons of trees and cliffs, which could very well allude to one of the planets in the Outer Rim. Another goes over a sequence in which it's actually explained that Palpatine is seen walking toward a large window on board of a large ship, looking out to the preparations of his new Sith Empire, where many Star Destroyers are seen taking off and jumping to hyperspace, where the hyperspace is actually said to happen before Palpatine's figure, that eventually cuts to a sequence where Luke Skywalker is said to be sitting next to R2-D2, next to a campfire on a grassy world at night with a large moon seen in the background. So let's go over a couple of parts about this. Now, we do know that Episode 9 is going to really be a very important film to Disney and Lucasfilm and to the Star Wars community. You know, let's not forget that this really does determine the future of the Star Wars franchise and where things are really going to stand, you know, once this movie arrives and hits theaters come this December, and what's going to happen with the new Star Wars trilogy. So, with that being said, the one piece I really want to go over that really impresses me and surprises me is that there's going to be a sequence where Kylo Ren is using a Sith holocron, a red Sith holocron that's levitating over his hands, and as he's meditating through using this, he begins to hear the voice of Palpatine and Darth Vader's breathing in the background. Now, what's really great about Episode 9 so far is that they are using a lot of Sith lore that's going to evolve the character of Kylo Ren, and definitely does connect to what we went over just a couple of hours ago about, you know, one of the Black Series boxes of one of the figures of Kylo Ren explaining that, you know, Kylo Ren is going to explore the very depths of the dark side in Episode 9, and that could very well have something to do with the Sith holocron that is all set and ready to appear in The Rise of Skywalker. Now, so far, you know, we really haven't had holocrons in the Star Wars movies under Disney other than Solo: A Star Wars Story in Dryden Voss's Den. That was about all we got. But as far as a legitimate Sith holocron goes, where it's actually active by a Force-sensitive individual and actually seeing it in action, we have yet to see that on the big screen. That's now going to be a part in Episode 9. And what's great about that is that it really expands on what fans love about Star Wars Rebels, right? So the other piece that I do want to go over is the moment in which we have Rey meditating on a large boulder, levitating around 10 feet off the ground. Now, this is said to be based on a world full of trees and cliffs, which maybe, and just maybe, this takes place on the forest moon of Endor, since, by the way, Endor is coming back and making a full return in The Rise of Skywalker. So, this is also said to be a moment in which she hears the voices of Anakin, Yoda, and Kenobi as she is holding the Skywalker saber in one piece, as she's actually on that rock meditating through the ways of the Force. Somewhat similar to what Luke did in in The Last Jedi, except in The Last Jedi, the rock did not lift up. Luke was just levitating over that rock. So it's very interesting. I think that what they're trying to do with Episode 9 is that they're really trying to demonstrate to the fans that this movie is going to be very heavy with the Force, the Jedi, the Sith, and how it's really going to evolve the characters of Rey and Kylo Ren from start to finish of this movie, and how it's really going to progress for the character of Palpatine as well. So anyways guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.
From night to moon, we hear them moans again.